Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Show's World.
Welcome to Show's World Gamers, Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's biggest news stories, this week's gaming announcements, and a few of this week's new video game releases. But if this is your first time on the channel, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. Now, we did get some news about the possible direction, or at least the vision director Wes Ball has for the upcoming Legend of Zelda movie. The director of the Maze Runner trilogy of films, in an interview in the newest issue of Total Film, said it's going to be something real, something serious and cool, but fun and whimsical. Ball has also expressed his vision for the movie is inspired by the works of Hayao Miyazaki, co-founder of Studio Ghibli, and sees it as an awesome fantasy adventure movie. Now, in some more news out of the ongoing changes taking place over at Embracer Group, after they spent a few years gobbling up as many developers and IPs as possible, and then suddenly making a complete 180 as they, have begun shutting down those companies and making massive layoffs, their latest move to unload developers comes as they are moving Borderlands developer Gearbox, which they reportedly purchased for $1.3 billion and are now selling for $460 million to Take-Two Interactive. Next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now, Asphalt Legends Unite dropped an official teaser trailer showing off some quick shots of some of the game modes in this new version of the game, as well as a sneak peek at a few of the vehicles, as well as a July 2024 release date announcement. The game is coming, basically everywhere, including the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series systems, as well as getting mobile releases via the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, as well as the Galaxy Store. Now, F-Zero Maximum Velocity was announced as the next game releasing into the Nintendo Switch Online Service library of games. The classic Game Boy Advance game originally released back in 2001 and will be available today for those who are subscribed to the Nintendo Switch Online Service with the expansion pack under the Game Boy Advance library of games. Now, Marvel Rivals received an announcement trailer this week, as well as the ability to sign up for a closed alpha that will be taking place in May. The game is a superhero team-based PvP shooter with 6 versus 6 battles taking place within destructible arenas that will have a lot of Marvel superheroes and villains. The game is coming from NetEase, with the beta coming to PC, but I have heard that console versions are planned for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series systems, but that has not been officially announced just yet. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's new video game releases. And we are actually going to start with the release of a peripheral this week and not a game, as the Riffmaster wireless guitar controller has officially released, and it is available for order via their website for $129.99. There is a PlayStation 4 and 5 version, as well as an Xbox One and Series system that will actually work on the PC also. The controller is compatible with Rock Band 4, and it is expected to be compatible with Fortnite Festival as soon as the Rock Band 4 guitars are supported, which is expected to happen very soon. Now, South Park Snow Day finally released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 5, the PC, and Xbox Series systems. In the game, you will play with up to 3 friends, use matchmaking, or play solo with ally bots and battle through the snow-piled town of South Park in cooperative gameplay. Now, Pepper Grinder released this week on the Nintendo Switch and the PC. The indie game is a 2D action game where you play as a pirate named Pepper on a mission to recover your treasure. The game has some fun and interesting platforming and burrowing style using a huge grinder. We did play an early demo of the game and, well, I really enjoyed it a lot. And I will link that video at the end of this video. Also, Planet Zoo Console Edition released this week on the PlayStation 5 as well as Xbox Series systems from the developer of Planet Coaster and Zoo Tycoon. This promises to be the ultimate zoo sim game, whether you experience the globe-trotting campaign or let your imagination run wild in the freedom of sandbox mode. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on March 29th. The week started with Dragon's Dogma 2 having a huge release, as the game itself is an awesome adventure in a huge open world, but quickly angered many gamers when microtransactions were added into the game. Then Nintendo once again surprised us by announcing and then dropping another awesome classic game into the Nintendo Switch Online library of games, and you can also go play that game right now. And the week ended with the demo for the upcoming PlayStation 5 game Stellar Blade finally releasing, giving us our first hands-on on Sony's next big game. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today gamers. Shoge World, out.